The old family portrait in the attic was a peculiar thing. It was found tucked away in a dusty corner, its frame covered in cobwebs. The most unsettling feature of the painting was my father's expression, a wide, almost eerie grin that seemed so out of place. In life, my father was known for his stern demeanor, his face rarely breaking into anything that resembled a smile. The portrait was a family heirloom, passed down through generations, yet no one could recall ever seeing him smile like that. As a child, I often asked my mother why the portrait looked so different from the man I knew. She would only tell me that some things were better left unexplained. My father remained silent on the subject, his eyes shadowed by an impenetrable mystery. On nights when the moonlight would filter through the attic window, the grin on the portrait seemed to stretch wider, as if it was alive with some hidden secret. I sometimes imagined I could hear faint whispers floating down the attic stairs, but I always dismissed them as tricks of the wind. When my father passed away, I felt compelled to revisit the portrait, hoping to find some hidden truth behind that haunting grin. As I stood before it, the room grew unnaturally cold, and shadows began to dance in the corners of my vision. Suddenly, the painted eyes of my father seemed to lock with mine, and I felt an inexplicable pull towards the canvas. The whispers grew louder, forming words that I couldn't quite understand, yet they resonated deep within me, sending chills down my spine. In the days following the encounter, I noticed subtle changes in my own reflection. My face bore a new expression, a grin that gradually mirrored the one in the portrait. The whispers never ceased, following me through the house, carrying an unsettling promise of secrets yet to be uncovered. It was then I realized that the portrait was not just a painting of my father, but a vessel for something far older and darker, a legacy that had claimed him and was now reaching out to claim me as well.